Hello friends, welcome to this third session on the string special series. I am Sanyukta Saxena and today's session is on the string Alhambra. Inspired from the famous Alhambra Palace, I think in Europe, and deconstructed for us by Zen Linea or CZT Sanyukta. So today we will be drawing this Alhambra string and then tangling inside it. So the speciality of this series is that the string is the highlight of our tile, although string goes seamless in our finished tile in Zentangle generally. But this series especially we are highlighting the string, and string is the center of attraction, right? So let's get started. And as I mentioned in earlier sessions also, these strings are a bit technical, so you have to deviate a little from the usual Zentangle principle. Use sometimes a compass, a scale, or even an eraser at times, right? So you have to bear with that, but the end result is very nice and you would love tangling inside it, right? So let's get started. I have a square regular tile in front of me, and the first thing I'm going to do is create some 8 points, right? So how do I do that? I'm first going to draw across like this. So you can always use your markers, right, to create 8 points on this square tile. But a easier way to do is, make a cross like this and then add straight lines. So there is a plus and there is a cross that I have drawn here, right? Yeah. So what we have here is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points on our square, right? Now what I'm going to do is next pick up this center point, use my compass, right? Place my compass at the center and then add a small orb circle like this. About 2 centimeters, maybe 1.5, and depending on the size of your tile, right? Not too big, not too small, right? So once we have this circle in place, the next thing that we are going to, we have 8 points now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, right? So I'm going to draw 2 squares. First will be like this, joining these 4 points. So all this is pencil exercise, right? And you would need an eraser eventually to get rid of some of the graphite. So these are tools generally not used in Zentangle practice, but since this is a special thing, right? So one square like this and the other one like this. So basically a diamond shape. So I'm going to join these two. Then these two and rotate. So another square like a diamond, and finally these two sides, right? So we have this star kind of shape formed in between. Now I'm going to use these points, join them and take the dip. Yeah, so first thing I'm going to pick up my pen now, start from this point, take the dip, go up to the next, 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 and continue in the same fashion till we complete our star, right? So now we can get rid of the lines inside, right? So we won't need them actually. The next thing is to extend these square. Take one square at a time and extend these lines of the square, the 4 sides of the squares, till the end of the tile, right? So what I'm going to do is pick this square first. So this is one side of the square. So I'm going to extend these lines till the end of my tile, like this, right? Again, pick this side of the square, extend these lines to the end of the tile. Now moving to this side of the square, extend these lines till the end of the square. And moving to this line, extending these to the end of the tile. Done with one square. Now I'm going to pick up this diagonal square or the diamond shape, and do the same exercise with these two sides also. Extend here, and again extend here till the end. Again rotate, pick the other two sides, extend till the end. Again rotate, pick these other two sides, the last side, and extend till the end. Right? So that was another step. The next step would be take about draw a straight line about this. This is an obtuse angle, so just draw a straight line from this point till the outer circle. This is just for reference. It is just to mark the thickness of the line that we are going to draw as an aura to these lines. Yeah. So this is just for reference, and we are not going to be inking it. This is just for deciding on the thickness of the lines. Yeah. So now pick up any one side. So from this point till here, aura this line. This point till here, aura this line. Now this side, this point till here, aura this line. Right now I am not thinking about crossings and all, right? So again from this point till here, aura this line. From this point till here, aura. From this to here, aura. From this to here, aura. From this till the end, aura. Right? So just follow the sequence. So these strings are a bit technical, but once you get a nag of it, you draw it once or twice and then you get a hang of it. Yeah. So I have aura'd all, right? Now the last step is to again go, if you remember, we had taken that approach in another string also, the up down in the Islamic star, the first one that we did, right? So we will be following the same approach here also, right? So take any one side as a reference, start from any one. Yeah. So probably we'll pick up this line, right? This one. So I will go under here, right? So I'm not going to take it straight. I'm going to miss this part. So next we'll be going over. So I'll go over this line. The next will again be under. So this line will show and this will go under. The next will again be over. So this line will show and this will not show, right? So we started from here. Now pick up the next. So probably I'll take up this one now, right? So starting again, going under here, then we'll go over, again go under here, and then go over, right? So basically at each intersection you have to decide alternatively whether it will go over or it will go under, right? So let us pick up this one now. So this is already going over, so naturally this line will go under. The next will be over, so I'm crossing here. The next will again be under, so this one will show, and the next will be over, so we will draw over the other line, right? Again starting with this one. So this one, again the lines are going straight already, so this goes under. The next one we go over, the next one we go under, and then we go over again, right? Again we rotate, go to this one. This is already going over, so we go under, then again over, then again under, and then over, right? Again we move to the next. This one is already going over, so under, over, under, and over. Right? Basically it's the same sequence in all. This will be again under, over, again under, and then over. And the last one again going under, going over, again going under, and then finishing with going over. Right? So this is the Alhambra string. Now we can comfortably erase our extra lines. So just pick up one eraser and get rid of the extra lines. Right? Make sure the ink has dried up in case you are using a wider nib. Yeah, so that's basically the Alhambra string. Now comes the tangling part. So all these sections are free for tangling, right? So you can fill up the way you want, but this is the basic string, right? So just follow the sequence and then it becomes easy as you practice once or twice. Right? So let's get started and start with filling up our string, right? So the first thing is the inside. So I'm going to add a flower kind of thing inside, probably the crazy Cubine which came up in Maria's latest project. So I'm now going to add a cube or a square shape here. Ink this base, join it here and join it down. Right? So it becomes a Cubine flower. Yeah? So again the same exercise. Go up, come down here. Again, square, fill in this space. Go up, come down here. Again, fill in this space. Go up, come down here. Again, fill in this space. Yeah, simple exercise. Cubine turned into a flower. Right, so now it is up to you whether you want to add patterns inside these auras also. At times it looks good, at times you can you may choose to keep it empty if the inside is too taked up. Yeah, so let us now do the same. Add something like what we did inside. Add a V shape and join it here. So it looks like an extension of the inside flower. Yeah. So there are so many ways to go about. Even adding colors turns out very well in this string. In fact, all of the strings that we did till now, whether it is the Khala or the Alhambra or the Islamic star, because it creates sections, right? So those discrete sections, they can carry different colors and the look differs. Right? So looks like an extension of the flower only. Now what we can do here is add some other pattern on these four sides. Again, seeing the shape, you can decide on which pattern you want to place. There are a whole lot of patterns that you can choose from. Yeah, so probably these four sides I'll choose the same pattern. I'm adding an aura. You can also give a coffered look. It looks pretty nice with these kind of strings because they have some discrete sections, and you can very comfortably add an aura inside. Yeah, or give it a coffered look. So let us see what do we want to do in these four sections. To do here is add something like betweed. Yeah, so I'm going to start like this, add some weight at the end, come like this, add some weight at the end, again go up, add some weight at the end, again come up, right? So I like the shape and I want to retain it, so this is a nice pattern to adjust without changing the shape of the section. Yeah, simple. So again I'll do the same for all four. Again go up, add some weight at the end, come here, add some weight at the end, go up. So betweed generally starts from the same point. These lines would generally start, but then there is no hard and fast rule. So you can always draw it in this fashion also, or you can call it a tangle called rags, entirely up to you. Yeah, moving to the third side, the same exercise. So once the string is drawn, then half of the thing is done, and you just have to choose your tangles and then pick each section and fill it up the way you want. The string will anyway stand out because of the auras, right? So there is a double line to the string, and that's what makes it stand out. Yeah, so no matter what you fill in, you can also choose to just add color inside the string, right? So we have done that. Now we have remaining four sections left, so pick up another pattern of your choice, or you can fill up different patterns, right? So I just missed one here. Yeah, so I've added aura to this one, again aura this one, again aura this one, and the last one. So as I mentioned, try giving a coffered look. It looks pretty nice with these strings, right? So I'm now going to be adding these fescues inside and auraing them and add some tipple. Yeah, I'll show you one or two and then you can do the same exercise for all. I've placed some fescues inside, and now I'm going to closely aura it. Like this. Probably one more aura. There's so many other patterns you can choose from. Yeah, just adding some weight at the turnings. And now either you can add some more auras, or you can just add some ripple and fill up the inside space. Make sure small little spaces in between is filled up. Right, so this is one. I will do the same exercise for the other one also. Add some fescues. Right, then aura. Yeah, probably add one more. Add a close aura. Take your time, go slow. Yeah, and then add those roundings at the corners. Start filling up with orbs. Yeah, so I'm almost finishing with the fourth side here, the last section. Adding those orbs in the spaces left after adding the auras. Yeah, so done with that exercise. Now we have these one more small little section left. Now it is up to us, what do we want to do. So let us add an aura inside and add small little triangles and fill up one section. This is a variation of a pattern pinch, or you can call it a fragment. I'm just doing this so that there is some relation with the inside flower. Yeah, so there is no necessity to fill up all sections also. If you wish, you can leave certain sections the way they are. So try out different options. This is just an idea, right? So first you can learn to draw the string, and then you can play around with it anyway. Play around with the spaces, leave some spaces empty, add colors to some spaces, add different tangles to different sections without repeating tangles, right? So many things that you can go about doing. So this is just an idea, just to open up a new avenue to try a nice string, right? So we are done with the tangling. Let us now move on to shading. Yeah, so I have not added anything to these lines. We'll see if we want to add some colors at the end. Yeah, so let us first start with the center. So I'll just add on one side. So this side and this side. So adding on one side, right? As far as the bedweed, I would like to add on the outer part of the section. You can add to half, right? Or you can add in the center. So there are so many ways to go about shading it. I'm just outlining the section, right? So even if you highlight one part, darken one side and leave the other side like that, would be a nice idea. Sorry. So try different shadings also. This is again add on one side, any side you want. Right, and then this one again I'm going to highlight the inside and darken the edges. Yeah, so just going to outline the sides like this for all. Yeah, so done with adding the graphite to all 4 of these sections. Now let us move to blending. So just taking away the graphite from the edges. Make sure you leave a highlight in the center and don't turn the entire section gray. Yeah. Moving on to our next. So again, pull the graphite from the edges, but make sure you don't turn the entire thing gray. Leave the center white. You may also want to highlight it with a chalk. Yeah. So just blending the edges, pulling it a little towards the center, but not much. Yeah. Same thing. Take your time, go slow. Keep rotating your tile, don't move your hand much. Make sure your hand is in your comfort position. Right, now let us move to these. Just going to blend, almost color the entire section. Just like we do for Cubine, just darken one section and leave the other. Yeah. Now the inside. So basically we have created 2 tangles. It is also a Cubine and it also looks like the tangle nice. Yeah, so 2 in 1. Nice tangulation of Cubine, combining Cubine with nice. So the other way to draw is draw a nice and then extend it to Cubine. Yeah. So I can always draw the center flower of nice and then extend it. Yeah. Right. So now that we are done with this, we can now consider adding a dash of color. So pick up of a color of your choice. So probably I'll pick up orange, right? And first add in general, and then we'll highlight the intersections. Yeah. So I'm using an orange watercolor pencil here and just adding some orange to all those lines of my string. Yeah. So I've added the orange, and let us now with a brush pen, with this water brush pen, just blend it nicely. You can also use a brush pen and just add that color straight away. Yeah. So this gives a little more subtle and organic look, right? So I'm just going to the soft hand blend. Yeah. Now that we have added color to our string, so I have picked up my brown pen, brown O1, and I'm now going to add shattuck inside my string. Yeah, so I'm not using black because I don't want it to stand out too much, but I also want it to show a little. You may even use a lighter shade, right? So I am just adding a simple pattern called shattuck inside my string. You can also add any other pattern like orbs, or any other pattern, flux, organic pattern, or anything of your choice, right? So there's so many options. So I'm just going to go on like this and do this exercise throughout. Yeah. So I like this subtle look, so not too bright also, but it is showing. Yeah. So almost finished with that. On the last one now, adding shattuck to my Alhambra. Nice, subtle in the background, not too visible also, but decking up my Alhambra also. Yeah. Shattuck comes across as a very nice filler. Simple aura based tangle. Yeah, we are done. So next thing that I'm going to do is highlight these crossings. So add some graphite here at all the crossings. Yeah. Probably I'll use my darker pencil which I used in my compass. Yeah. So that it shows over my color. So just like we do for Hollowborg, I'm just adding some graphite at all the intersections. Yeah, I think we are done. So let us just blend it. So the intersections are highlighted and the lines seem to be crossing each other, going under, over. Yeah. Since that's the beauty of the string, so it is always a good idea to highlight the intersection so that they actually look like overlapping lines. Yeah. So make sure you blend it well and doesn't look patchy because we have added color also. So yeah, right, and a touch of white chalk. So I'm just going to sharpen it a little and add highlights here and there. For example, here, soften it, soften it, soften it, soften it. Probably in the center here, optional. And then on the string, right? So just press it hard and try putting a highlight in the center if possible. The chalk pencil sometimes doesn't work on your watercolor, so whatever is possible, right? So just highlighting a little. It is not showing much. Probably my white watercolor pencil. Yeah, I think that shows better. Yes. So this highlight is always a good idea because it adds that luster or shimmer kind of thing to your string, as if it is, wood or something folded. So if your chalk is not working, I just picked up my white watercolor pencil and this is working just fine. Just the amount of highlight I want. Yeah, so try using that if your chalk is not going too well on the orange. Yeah, that's about it. So that's our Alhambra string, and hope you're enjoying the session, and we shall meet again with another new string idea, which is the dobra string, right? So till then, have a good time, stay safe, bye bye.